COVID-19 remains a major source of worry for world leaders. Numbers keep rising and we are not even at the peak yet, according to several authorities on the virus. The Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, Ọba Lamidi Adeyemi, has admonished Nigerians to comply strictly with government's sit-at-home directive, including other efforts to contain the spread of the global coronavirus pandemic. In a statement signed by his chief press officer, Bode Dukpojaye, Ọba Adeyemi called on Nigerians to remain calm and build more faith in government's abilities to secure them in the face of the viral outbreak. He also cautioned Nigerians not to play politics with health, insisting both state and federal governments cannot afford to be distracted by rumor or blackmail in their bid to manage the situation. Ọba Adeyemi also said, "Let us take our personal hygiene serious and embrace hand washing with clean water and soap. We must also cover our nose and mouth while sneezing. We should not panic or dish out unverified information and fake news. By observing all this, the pandemic will be a thing of the past." In his demonstration of his compliance, Ọba Adeyemi has shut down social and other activities in the palace, with strict restrictions of movements in and out except for visitors on essential missions, adding that washing of hands with water, soap and sanitizers have been made compulsory in the palace in order to prevent the spread of this deadly virus. The Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Oba Noba Nedu Oku Apolopolo Oba Ewera II, has put off with immediate effect hearing of complaints brought by various villages, communities, groups and individuals to the palace. The suspension of the activities was contained in a press statement issued last night and signed by the acting chief press secretary to the Oba, Mr. Victor Ogemari. The statement said the suspension of various matters before the palace is due to the ravaging coronavirus bedeviling the world and the country at large. The statement said this is to inform the general public that as a precautionary measure against the spread of the coronavirus, His Royal Majesty Oba Noba Nedu Oku Apolopolo Ewera II, Oba of Benin, has suspended with immediate effect hearing of complaints brought by various communities, groups and individuals to the palace. Consequently, the resumption date will be announced in conformity with the federal government's position in curtailing the spread of COVID-19. The Ooni of Ife seems to have an idea on how to combat the virus, though as the paramount ruler of the Yoruba people has come out to list a number of traditional herbs and roots that could come in handy in this season, with health professionals and medical scientists scrambling to get an answer as quickly as possible. Ooni Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwusi says this easily obtained natural ingredient could be the homegrown solution to the pandemic. He listed the following potent herbs that will help. 1. Boundary tree, as in the way cocoa, neem tree or Indian lilac, that is dogoyaro, onions, forest acumanes, blooming, ugri sako, aridon fruits, that's aridon, African pepper and Guinea pepper, eru or erije, bitter leaf, which is ewuro, sulfur, iyin, ojo. These are the 8 items that the Ooni of Ife has listed that could really work, as the traditional way, or herbs that can be put together to cure these things according to what the Ooni of Ife said. So guys, this thing is becoming unbecoming. It's really becoming unbecoming. Things are changing. This from the beginning of this year, a lot of things started happening. Of course, they call it COVID-19 because it was discovered 2019, but at least it came to full light in 2020, and a lot of things have really been happening. So it's really cause for worries. I must tell you, it's cause for worries when you hear the numbers of people, that are dying every day. You will just be surprised, and no headway, no headway. So everybody is trying, what they can do to combat this disease or this virus, and that is what everybody must do. Everybody must comply. I was speaking with somebody yesterday, and the person was like, no, the figure they are quoting, the Nigerian figure they are quoting, she does not believe in it. I said, like seriously, okay, everybody is entitled to his belief. It's entitled to what he or she believes. If you believe that is not the true situation, some people are still like, oh, na lie. I say, but well, I don't want to start arguing with anybody. If that's what you believe, let your belief work for you. At this point in time, people are still doing what they want, doing what they like. You see all these social distancing they've been telling people. Lots of people are not observing it. That is the truth. A lot of people have even, some people have even made it like kind of a coronavirus carnival. They will meet together. Oh, they have told us to stay at home, and the reason why they have been asked to stay at home, they are not observing all of those. They are not doing that at all. They are just still doing their normal thing. Some people don't just get this thing. They don't just get this thing. We don't know how they are going to get it, because some people don't even want to believe it. If you tell them, they will like, oh, forget it. So how do you really encourage such people? But one thing is that, irrespective of anything, if it affects one, if it affects all, that is the irony of the whole thing. If it affects one person, it definitely affects every other person. Just like we always say, nobody is going to say, oh, this is my right, because this your right is going to affect other people. So why not do the same thing? Why not do the right thing? Why not just comply? Why not just, for a little time? Those who are saying, oh, we want to do this, we want to do that, no, nobody can stop us. I think they're beginning to get the feeler. But the ones who are still doubting, we hope they will not learn in a hard way. I think that's the best thing. They will not learn in a hard way. We pray that, and we hope that they will do the needful at the right time. A lot of people are coming out to say, no, these are the things we need to do. We are getting the whole thing, as it ought to. And someone says, may God answer their prayers, according to what these three monarchs, at different levels, what they need to do to help in curbing this or curtailing this virus. They have really tried in their own ways. That's what somebody is saying here. Long live the kings. Long live to the kings. May God bless you and your family, my royal father. Long live our royal fathers. Long live Nigeria. So everybody must cooperate. Everybody must come together. Everybody must do the rightful thing. If you observe it, the other person observes it. Everybody observes it. It will have, it will go a long way to curb all of these things. It's just for a moment. A lot of people have even gathered themselves, trying to sing a song of hope and a song of prayer that everything, in no time, by the grace of God, everything will be over. We shall overcome, and that is the right thing to do. That is just the right thing to do. As many who are still out there, still saying, "Oh, na lie." Oh, we don't believe the figures being given in Nigeria. We don't believe it. They should get this. They should get it as quick as possible. They need to get it as quick as possible, just like the Oba of Benin. All those coming with a dispute of any kind, all of that have to be put on hold for now. All of those have to be put on hold. The Alaafin of Oyo too, every visitor, what have you, all of those must be put on hold, and following the necessary things to be done. And unless those people who are going to be, maybe very, very critical issue, they will be coming, and they will all know how to meet and, observe this social distancing, which is more important. But like I said, unfortunately, some people have turned into something different. Oh, they've told us to stay at home. Let us stay at home. Let us just be dining and whining. That is really ridiculous and very, very unfortunate. So guys, let's observe all of these things, and I hope everything will be fine. Let's have your take concerning what these three kings have said.